The Hilarious House of Frightenstein was produced at CHCH-TV in Hamilton, Ontario in 1971. Canadian-American TV and theatre producer Riff Markowitz came up with the loose concept while working at CHCH during the station's early foray into syndicated content. Markowitz had previously produced children's programming with CHCH in the form of The Randy Dandy Show, which he also starred in. He also produced the popular Canadian game show Party Game, which starred Frightenstein main player Billy Van. When Markowitz came up with the loose concept for Frightenstein, he invited his creative friends to a brainstorming party at the Windsor Arms Hotel in Toronto. The idea that stuck was a children's show taking place in a vampire's castle. Count Frightenstein, the 13th son of Count Dracula, who was obsessed with reviving Bruce J. Monster, a Frankenstein's monster lookalike. Along with Count Frightenstein, a number of kooky characters would talk to the camera in a series of educational and silly segments. He then pitched the show to CHCH, who approved the program with a $500,000 budget under one condition, that they attach a big name to it, as they had begun to reach the Toronto market with their shows and would be able to use Frightenstein so long as there was a known actor attached to it to capitalize on the city's advertising money. Well, that's what led Markowitz to Vincent Price. By 1970, Vincent Price was an absolute Hollywood legend, though he had moved on to doing more B-rated movies over the 1960s. Oddly enough, by the time Riff and his brother, Frightenstein co-creator Mitch Markowitz, came a-knockin', Vincent Price was itching to do something geared towards children. Price accepted an offer of $13,000 to narrate and host the episodes in the series.
We're all strangers to each other. Let's get acquainted with a drink, shall we?
With the legend's name attached, the Markowitz brothers essentially guaranteed that their little CHCH show would make headlines upon its release. Price came to Hamilton and shot 400 segments, his role in the entire series, over the course of 4 days. According to crew, he nailed each of his scenes in one take. The days were intense and grueling, and during a particularly long one, Vincent Price left, returning with several cases of beer, and once they finished shooting, he sat around with the crew telling them stories of his career. He then took a photo with every single crew member, autographing them before departing. Another addition to the cast was American physicist and television personality Julius Sumner Miller, in the role of the Professor, who also filmed all of his segments for the entire series over the course of a summer. South African actor Fishka Reyes played Igor. Mitch Markowitz made on-screen appearances as the Mosquito and Super Hippie, and then there was Billy Van. The Canadian comedian played multiple roles in the series, including Count Frightenstein, the Wolfman, Griselda the Ghastly Gourmet, the Librarian, Dr. Pet Vet, and more. With Billy's multiple roles, the shooting schedule worked around him. Billy would get in the makeup for Count Frightenstein and shoot all segments for all 130 episodes at once. And then he'd get in the makeup for Griselda, shoot all those segments, and then the Wolfman, introducing viewers to the latest in psychedelic rock, and so on and so forth. Nearly everything in the show was completely improvised, utilizing the single camera format. The 130 episodes ran over the course of 9 months before the show was eventually cancelled. In Canada, it was treated solely as a kids show, airing after school or at Saturday morning time slots. But when it went into syndication in the US, that's perhaps when it found its most unlikely and die-hard fan base, and its cult status began to grow. Airing in a nighttime slot, the show gained admiration from college kids, drawn to its trippy, psychedelic nature. Even after its cancellation, the show remained in reruns for decades. And to this day, the legacy of Hilarious House of Frightenstein lives on at conventions, a full-cast audio play, an animated reboot called Happy House of Frightenstein, and of course, the fans who grew up watching the strange and wacky world of Castle Frightenstein.
Castle lights are growing dim. There's no one left but me and him. When next we meet in Frankenstone, don't come alone.